What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is 2:53 p.m. here. Isaac Doom 20 here again, as you guys know me by the name. Again, a huge thank you to every single person that subscribed. And so I want to talk about some stuff today that a lot of people don't really understand. And as I get into this, make sure that I want people to understand that it's very, very easy and very, very simple. A lot of people are still having problems with this, and this goes back all the way down to the caught arms to through the gates of hell. And today, what I want to show you guys is I want to show you something. I got a lot of questions on how to on one of the video now. Commander 3 um has been the production was going to continue and was going to come out sooner than I expected, but due to limitations, Commander 3 is going to have to wait a little bit. Now, this is not something that I wanted to do, but this is something I have to do because uh, I'm not sure that I have everything I need to do the Commander 3 because I need the ultimate project to be done right. And that being said, there's a lot, and it's weird. So we can do Commander 3 in different ways, yes, but this is a very special game and a very high-end game, right? So I know I've got no screen cam. Sorry, it's gonna be like this until I can get a camera. But what I'm saying is it's more diverse because Commander 3 in my eyes was going to be on the desert, and you would do the desert and you come into the city. Now it still can be done, except the only thing that I'm seeing here is strategic, and that is okay. But the most important part that we get back into the steps of knowing what's going on and seeing where this is coming from is very different because it takes a huge basis, and there's a lot of bases that go into this and a lot of factors that go into this. So making Commander 3 isn't just the easiest thing. So instead, I mean I've stopped working on Commander 4 as well because I just don't feel that I have enough stuff to do it with. And like I said, I mean, we do have some stuff. I mean, the game is obviously we have 2025 this year, like I said, coming out. I've got a new gaming rig, so hopefully post more videos like this. But the most important part is about knowing what's really going on and seeing the collaborations with it, and going from there, and understanding that it's not just about something completely different, but it is a whole new ball game that starts off with everything that we people know about. I mean, I'm South Standard. I go to Caught Arms, and I go to community out page, I go workshop, and here is my map I made for DLC map. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, people are just, it's unbelievable that people still wanted to download my maps and people wanted to put, I mean, I was like best of honor or something, but seeing this on the top number one is crazy. Like, that is absolutely nuts. And we have this one, Commander 1. Commander 1 has been on the top list for a very long time, and people are just loving it. And like I said, I can't believe that it's doing so well. It's like, I mean, when I first made Commander 1, and I was like, there's no way gonna play this. You know, I was like, there's no way gonna play this game. I'm gonna do a good job and do hard work on this, but nobody's gonna play. And then all of a sudden, people start playing. I started to get subscribers. Like, what is going on? It just like blew me away. It's just crazy. Um, but as we go into the Commander series, 297, was it 293? I mean, it just keeps going up, and then we take a look at the other one. This is what blows me away. This is why I keep doing what I do. I do it for you guys, of course, but 58 people have downloaded this, and it's all it is DLC. It's 110,000 megabytes, and all it is a simple DLC, and you just need Cult's faction. That's it, and you use Cult's faction, and people download this and they see the map, and it's just that's all it is. It's just a little map that I created for you guys, But as we talk more into the Commander series, there's a lot. There's a lot that I see here. But as we talk about as we talk about the Commander series and what to expect from the Commander series, the reason that I kind of stopped production on it was there was some little. I mean, I'm not gonna say I can't do the little gimmicks, and they won't work because it probably will work. I mean, I can still go on and do the Commander series, but Commander 3 that is. Now, a lot of people are wondering. A lot of people do wonder. Since I'm doing, since I did Commander 1 and Commander 2, I mean Commander 1 and Commander 3, all the parts. Is Commander 3 gonna be uh during with the Warhammer 40,000 series? And and the thing is it's not actually. I know people were like really wondering because they were like, somebody said that they're really looking forward to a lot of different stuff, and looking forward to more of their Warhammer 40,000 series, and I can understand that. I know how, that feels to want to, be there and know exactly, hey, hold on, give me a drink real quick here. And to know, like, what's going on. I mean, there was a lot of speculation about Commander 3, but, I knew if I was going to tell the story right, I had to tell it before the series. Because a lot of people, they may be upset with it. They may be like, hey, you know what? You created this good map. You created this good story. Why is Commander 3 not Warhammer 40,000? And, the question always is in my head, do I want to do it like that? Do I want to, compace it? Do I want to see it done that way? And, all these questions in my head are like, okay, if I'm going to do Commander 3, I got to do it right. Because I want to do a good job, but also I want to do something I want to do too. I want to create the story that I want to create as well. And somebody told me lore was really important, and it is. Lore is always important. Um, Commander Isaac. He came from way, way, way back, and he started out. And so Commander Isaac, he wasn't a commander at first. He was a private, and I tell that story of Commander Isaac being in the other one of my other file. Look on my YouTube here, right here, Private 1. This is Commander Isaac, and it says right here, this is where Private 1 Isaac becomes the commander. The 10 is 10 missions long and enjoy. So in the mod's Cold War was deleted all the guns, file stuff, and then everything will work. You delete all the guns, and then everything works in the Cold War. That's what it required. It's Cold War Alternate 7. But, Isaac Commander come from a private, and then he built his, and then the general was like, again, I don't, it is a little bit weird because, Private Isaac and Isaac Commander, it's different, and it's make believe, and I wanna go ahead and throw that out there for you guys that that don't understand. It's all make believe. It's not fiction, or it's not fiction. It's not real. It didn't really happen. It's not real. Nobody in real life you don't go from private to a commander. At least I don't think, anyways. But in this one, it's just make believe. It's just a good story, a good game, a good mod, And this is the way I want to preserve it, you know. So I'm like, what if Isaac Commander? What if Private? What if a private known as Private Isaac became a commander? How would that happen? And I was like, okay, I got it. What if the general made him a commander? You know, then it would be different because all his life, all Isaac's life, Private Isaac's life was he wanted to be something more than just a private. He wanted to be a soldier, but he also wanted to command and be in charge and be a leader, you know. And the general seen potential. General Green seen potential in this and was like, you know, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and promote you to be this leader, and he give him the role of commander. And then it kind of tells that place, and then you have the Bad Captain, which, you know, his helicopter was shot down in 2012 by the Bad Captain, which is the same captain, which is now. There's a controversy between, is, you know, was the captain killed? What happened to the captain? You know, how did he find out it was the Bad Captain? And you'll see in the end of Isaac Commander 3 how he became how the captain, the Bad Captain, was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So it's always, you know, it's always about knowing and understanding that it's not, you know, based around everything, and it's very different. But like I said, you know, Commander 3 can go either way. It's, you know, very different because it makes it very, very different because it depends on where the story is going. Like if I want to say I want to make Commander 3 Warhammer 40,000 Commander 3 as a Warhammer 40k type of version or era, then I have to revert everything and tell that story of where Sathon came from and how Sathon became good, even though he was a chaos unit from Flame. So it just adds up all these different type of diagrams that make a little more sense than usual. Um, it's just very, very different to see where everything's coming from. And I think it's more diverse, more interesting. A lot of people have actually, I know a lot of people would, you know, ask me the question, and they did ask, asked the question, you know, are we gonna have some command post? You know, because people want something other than just moving around and going to room and shooting guys. They want an actual objective, and I've talked about this. Actually, I haven't talked about this, but I'm gonna talk about this now. So I'm working on a game for the Gates of Hell, and I'm working on a command post. It's where you go in and you capture a flag, and then the command post is yours. And I think what I'm doing, with, you know, all things been going on, is I'm actually looking at what it is to actually make the game good. And I'm calling it, it's nothing, it has to do with nothing with red, but it has something to do with the, you know, the 2008 to 2009 series. Now, when he became a commander, he started back in 2002. So he worked his way up to 2002 to 2012 and everything. So when we go into this, we look at this with a very, very different of a, you know, big eyes, and we know, it's trying to understand, you know, what it is that we're looking for and what we're looking at. And I've got more cool stuff on the way. I'm using PlanetSide 2 mod as well on this, and it's pretty exciting. I think, you know, the most important thing is, you know, like I said before, is knowing what's going on. Is like knowing the story. And if you have the storyline down, you have the design down, then everything's gonna come into play. Even if it's a terrible story, and you know it's a story, everything will still come into play. And I think, you know, that's the most important part, is telling a good story. Because you tell a bad story, people are going to see that and then be like, this guy, that wasn't a good story. What were you doing? What were you thinking? There's no diversive here. There's no cutscenes here. We have no cutscenes. We have no voice lines. There is nothing in your game except it's just nothing more than just me walking around killing guys, going to the next mission, killing guys, going to the next mission, maybe doing a objective, and then that's really it. And that's not something, the guys, that's not something I want to do. That's not something I'm trying to portray. Is when I'm making a mission, I have to do it brand new. I have to know exactly how it's being done, what's going on, how it's going to happen, and where it's going to take place, and how it's going to take place. And it's hard sometimes because I don't always have the story down like I think I do. I don't have the cutscenes down like I think I do, or I don't have a certain thing done that I think is done. And it's frustrating because I look at that like this is my fault. I should have had the story down and it wasn't. What I messed up. And it's the important part is knowing what it is that I'm looking for, looking at, and I think that's the most important part about it is having everything down. Knowing, knowing everything is very, very different from anything. Also, I've been streaming on Twitch too. I've been streaming Division 2. So check me out there. I should probably link the Twitch. Well, if you go to my Twitch I'll probably link my Twitch in there. And one of the video real quick so you guys know how to go to. So you guys can see me on the Twitch. Give me a second. Here, go here for a second. I want to talk some more here in a minute. There's my Twitch. But as we talk more about, what's going on and the reason of everything going on and the way it's going, it's going to be interesting. I had some requests of, why don't you make a video? And I made one video about Red, and I wanted to see how that was going to do, and it did okay. It didn't do terrible, but it was like 3 or 4 views, and that was really it. This new mission, this new game, was set back in 2002. Around 2002, and it's where Isaac Commander and some other squads have to take on some bases. Now, as we get into that, and then we have one where Isaac Commander meets John, and it's Isaac Commander and John, a game that I've not done yet that's supposed to come out in Call to Arms. But everything goes okay, I might make it come out great to hell too. I think the most important part about telling a story, the most juiciest part is commitment. You have to be committed to do something. You have to have love, passion, commitment, and wanting to do it. Willpower. And it has to be good. Because if it ain't good, nobody's going to want to play. And I've seen this more and more. So, I think, the question is, what story am I trying to tell? And the story that I'm trying to tell, that I'm trying to get everybody to, I guess, understand is different. It's a different storyline. I think, when you're making that different storyline, it can become very, very different. I think the most important part about it is knowing where you mess up. Because if you think yourself is the best all the time, then you're never going to learn from your mistakes. You're never going to learn, well, that did okay, or that did bad. Like, this one didn't do so well. It is 0, except one current favorite. This one didn't do so well. Nobody subscribed to it. They seen it and was like, nope. They seen it and was like, nope. Versus my other ones I did, Red Final, which I thought was really cool. I got 6 subscribers, which is good. Red Final was a deep mission inside the other Reds. Red 1, Red 2, Red 3, Red 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and Red Final. I only did Red Final. I think Red Final, let's see, Red Final is... Yeah, Red 5 and Red Final. And then I did the Red 5 and then Red Final. So this is Red 6, but this is the final one that I did. I think I talked about this one for a long time. I think, I specifically was talking about it, and, who is the unit? Who is the unit? And, I told you guys the unit was, I never told you guys the unit, because I told you guys you would find out. But, the unit, which is the agent is Michael. Michael is the agent. And, I made more areas than not. I've learned a lot. I'm still learning the machine. I'm still learning caught arms. I'm still learning bits and pieces here and there. On stuff that you can do. Like how to make squads. I thought that was the coolest thing to do. And I found out how to do it. Watched the video. And boom. I was there to do it. But inspiration comes from everything when I do these things. I get so excited about something and I don't see the bigger picture. Kara was in this video. I'll play it, here. What's up, everybody? And, well, if that's true, then why? I thought he died. No, he didn't. Again, you guys gotta know this. See, stuff like this I want to do. I like to put little nitpicks here and there, and give you guys a little hope, a little backlash of what really happened. The people are speculating, did Isaac Isaac even on that planet? And the truth is, he was. He was on that planet, but he was captured by Captain Red, which is a bad captain. And he was placed in after everything that happened, and one of the missions, he was captured alive and then tortured for information. And Michael has to find out where he is, essentially, to free him. But there's a girl that's also an agent that tries to help him, but they cannot get through to everything. So Michael, oh yeah, the question was, did Michael survive that? And the question is, yes, he did survive after being shot by the bad captain, as you see here. Right here, this is the captain that went bad, and he was shot. He thought he was dead, but he wasn't dead. He didn't get killed off all the way. He was still alive. So what ended up happening was, after coming to, he radioed in. An agent of another helicopter picked him up with a different helicopter, and they landed. And when they landed, they found him and they said, "Let's get him to the hospital. He's bleeding out." And in his words, he said, "I need to find Isaac, Commander. It's really important. He's not going to believe what just happened." And that's when she said, "Well, Isaac Commander, you can't, because Isaac Commander's been abducted. He's been captured, taken hostage to a base that no one knows where it is. That no one knows where it is." So building this story to, Michael, it's just called Michael, is a huge, big, gigantic, enormous story that collides in everything. It's it's the last one before the last one, and I think it's a very, very big story. I think, and it's supposed to come out around probably next year, 2026. It's a big story. It's big missions. It's more diverse to the last one, and it is interesting. I'll give you a little bit of insight what's really going on here. So, after all this time, I thought the truth would come out. After all, we had been hidden for such a long time, barely making it alive after being shot by the captain. Told me it was nothing personal. But now here I am. And I think, as you get into more detail, get into more depth of who this girl is, you've seen the blood red and you've seen the green stuff. She's actually typing in blood because, as I was talking before and saying before, she's bleeding out. This agent is bleeding out, completely bleeding out, and she's asking for help before she just dies. And she's hoping that someone will find that message because she was also taken. So there's a little bit more to the story than what meets the eye here. Inside this mission, before this even started, before Agent Michael even decided to go there, there was a girl and the agent, another agent that was sent there, and she was captured, but she was trying to send out a stress signal of saying help, help. After being bleeding out, she was sniped into the rib, and then she was bleeding out from it. No one knows who the shooter was, and she sent out in the area everything that she could. So when you find it, it's like, where's the other parts? And they're missing parts, and it's a big, big, big storyline that leads into another different type of story. Very, very different storyline and everything that is very conversive and very interesting, and something that I think you guys are gonna want to check out. And that's all in 2026. You have to wait until then because I have to come up with the story of that. So I think it's very, very interesting. I only got 6 subscribers, and that's fine. I'm still very happy people actually like this map. Still very excited that people liked it. So people, the question, micro bombs with toms, the speculation, is he alive, is he not alive, is he dead, is he not dead? He was resurrected, yes. He was killed but then resurrected. But they cloned him. Just like they're trying to clone, just like when they were cloning Isaac Commander's gear. It's a big story. It's a very big mix-up. It's literally at the end of everything. It's if you add all the videos together, you'll see exactly what really happened and how it happened, which is very different. I think like the biggest story part about Red Final is the end of it. The ending is just like, wait, what? I didn't even know that. That's crazy, and that's what I'm perturbing. It is crazy because everything collides differently. Every part of that mission, every part of that campaign is literally done with heartfelt abbreviation of trying to do something better. Everything, I spent lots of time doing that. And it was hard to do. Let me tell you, it was hard to do. Because I had to come up with everything that you see in there. Here's another one. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Isaac Doom here, back, and today I do have COVID, by the way, but I'm very excited to show you guys a game I've been working on, and it's called Red Final. Now this game is 27 missions long, 27 missions long, and it is a beast. It is very interesting. So we have all these missions. I don't want to show you too much. I did that myself. You can actually find this flag on the internet. Let's get to it. I'm excited to show you guys what's really going on. Go ahead and get to it and see what he's got to say. I figured I had to get the text in there and make them stay too, guys. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Let's go. There's the text. Alright, let's go ahead and read. So the first Easter egg is right here. It says, Agent, I need you to find my men at all cost and take out the base along the way. So the question, I think a lot of people, when they read this, they didn't really know what was going on. Like, they didn't understand. They didn't understand it. And that's because when you read this, that's the captain. Except what you don't see is there's more here than what you have. There's more here than what people think there is. It's not just, I need you to find my men at all cost. He doesn't mention Isaac Commander. Notice how he doesn't mention Isaac Commander at all. He just mentions, I need you to find my men. And let's continue. So I need you to find my men at all costs and take out the bot base along the way. The second part is very, very interesting. The second part is going to be where you need to pay a lot of attention and have a lot of make sure your stuff is turned up, because this is where things get very interesting very fast. This one is very interesting. You guys will like this one. This is like a step-by-step type of thing. Alright, so here's your second Easter egg. Right here. Okay? Him. Who killed this guy? Okay? What happened? How did it happen? Well, if we go all the way back to Red 5 or Red 3 or Red 4, then you'll see that there was a helicopter that crashed. Well, 4 years later, boom, here is our guy. Let's read more. Alright, here we go. This is Agent. Command. I found one of your men. He's dead. Now, who killed this guy? You're about to find out. Commander, I found one of your men. He's dead. So, Command just says okay. like, Command was like, okay. Like, it's so weird because you would think like, oh wow, you found one of my guys? Where is he? What's his location? We're gonna send Medevac to find him, but he's no. Command was like, fuck you. Okay. Just okay. Like, you don't care about your man, bro? He freaking died, for crying out loud. And you're just like, yeah, alright, okay, it's fine. No biggie. But Command just says okay. Alright, so here's another one. Notice how it says there's nothing here, right? Well, that's because there is nothing there, at least not yet. So, there was a speculation that there was supposed to be something there, except there was nothing there. So, what actually ended up happening was, if we go back into this map, you're gonna find something there. It's an update. It'll be an update, and you're gonna find something there, alright? But it's not gonna be what you think. It's very, very different, and this is what I really like to call what the hell is going on, because it's very, very different. But there's something there. There's nothing here. This next part is another Easter egg. This will lead you all the way to where you need to be. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make any sense. You're probably wondering what's going on. Well, it's actually loading something. It's loading an access key that you found. So, apparently before this mission, there was another mission that had an access key, and you had to find it. Once you found it, you could access the terminal. I just didn't add the level in there because I wanted speculation to see because it didn't make any sense. But I wanted speculation to see what was really going on for you guys to figure out for yourself. there's a helicopter over there. Booyah. There you go. So, there's a helicopter right there in front of you. I wonder who's in the helicopter. Could it be Isaac Commander? Could it be the vet captain? Notice how notice how the helicopter doesn't engage you. It doesn't tell the enemies that you're there. But the helicopter is simply flying over. Speculation? Who's in the helicopter? That helicopter is actually carrying an agent. A bad agent. I just didn't tell you guys because I wanted you guys speculation to see just a little something interesting. But in that helicopter is in fact a bad agent that you have to kill. Again, there's more dead bodies everywhere. Why didn't Agent Michael just riddle in that there was more dead bodies everywhere of the enemy? Who killed them? Why are they there? Alright, so in this one it says Captain, Unit 1. Unit 1. No, why would it say Unit 1 instead of... Why would... Okay, here's what doesn't make any sense. Why is the captain saying Unit 1 instead of not Commander, but Agent 1? Or maybe Agent Michael 1? But notice the captain says this is Captain Unit 1. It says Captain Unit 1, so we know it's a captain. We know it's Unit 1. Okay, we need to move forward. We've got to find Isaac Commander's transmission. Okay, so we now know that Isaac Commander is on the planet and he does have a transmission. However, what they don't know is Isaac Commander is there, but Captain Unit 1. Okay, this is okay. We need to move forward. We got to find Isaac Commander's transmission. Play close attention because this one gets really interesting really fast. Command 1, we're going in. Okay, so it says Command 1, we're going in. Now, there's a helicopter that's coming in, right? Question is, once again, they did alert Command that they were going in. Why didn't Command tell them they're gonna have heavy resistance, they should pull out or not go there because it's not safe? Again, doesn't make any sense, but let's continue. Takes them out right there. Okay, so this one is where it gets. This is where it's very interesting. It says, "Good work, nothing personal, Agent, but you got to die. Now, boys, kill him." So notice how there's no cap. It doesn't say bad captain. It doesn't say captain. It doesn't say bad captain. It doesn't say nothing. It just says who's saying it. It could be anything. It could be any one of those persons. Except, guess what? The truth is, it's neither one of them. You would think that it would be different. Like you would think it'd be a captain, even though there's a cussing to it. But nothing personal, but you got to die. Now, boys, kill him. So this right here. So it doesn't make any sense. Even though there's a cutscene, it doesn't specify his name. Who the bad captain was, his name of the bad captain, who specifically give that order. All it says is nothing personal, kill him. So I think the question that makes zero sense is who gave this order? Who gave that order? You're probably wondering who gave that order. And the question is, Flame gave that order. There is a mission where you do find Isaac Commander. I can literally promise you that. So what's the rest of this video about? Just talk? Yeah, more on talk. But yeah, it's very interesting because it doesn't make any sense. You kill what seems to be the final red captain, alright, after finding all the units, and then all of a sudden it's nothing personal, you have to die. It doesn't make any sense. And that's because it's not going to make sense. And it's not supposed to make any sense. So who gives the order? Flame give the order. Remember when I told you there's an Easter egg all the way back? If we go all the way back into where he said right here. Right here it says, Agent, I need you to find my men at all costs and take out base along and take out Agent, I need you to find my men at all costs and take out base along the way. It doesn't say bases or take out a base. It says take out base along the way. Except there's no bases to take out. So we know that the captain is him. He's the captain. The guy that's talking to you. I should have put a cutscene on it, but I didn't. We know he's the captain. He's talking to you, but he doesn't specify what base. He doesn't specify how many men. He just says, my men. We fast forward to here. We know that one of his men is dead. But if one of his men is dead, wouldn't that also mean that, well, obviously, if one of his men is dead, obviously, right, then that can only mean one thing. Where is the rest of his men? It doesn't talk about that. It doesn't. The campaign won't show any more of those men. What happened to that man? How did that guy die? Well, there's a cutscene in one of the reds, like I was telling you before, that it crash lands right into the field. It's like, it crash lands into it. On this helicopter, there are men, the captain's men, and then they crash. Everybody dies. The entire squad dies except for Isaac Commander. Isaac Commander has to go through here and find out. Now, this is also taking place right on the planet of the clones of Isaac Commander, or the gear of Isaac Commander that's been at war. That's not even him, but it just sounds like him because of a voiceover. And what's going on is, if we go all the way back here, into my other one, further on back in, videos, back here.
We need to move.
Okay, so if we go all the way back here, we know that's Isaac Commander for sure. That's 100% Isaac Commander, right? You're right, it is. This time, though, this time it's actually Isaac Commander. So, what happened here?
What do you mean we need to move? Listen up. Those forces are going to kill us any minute. It's not long. Let's begin. Get moving up! Move!
Five bases under my
Trust me.
Listen to this, it's very important. It's about to come up.
This is suicide. You heard the commander. We need to stay right here and defend this area. We can't just leave them.
my ship. Commander!
I agree. We got to move.
Commander Isaac! It's good to see you at my ship. This is General Red. Now your forces die! I have 5 bases under my control, Commander.
Okay, so if Isaac Commander is really here, then how did he get captured? This takes place 3 years before he got captured. But if you listen to General Red, he tells you that he has 5 bases under his control. So if we listen,
And if you think you're going to win, then you're fucking mistaken, you hear me? Now you will die, and I will show you true power. You think I'm playing around, Commander? I find that very difficult. Now you die for real. Units and forces, attack 5 bases of theirs, kill all and take no prisoners alive, burn them as Flame wants you to do. Remember, this is your squad, your home. Fight for it or die! Ha ha ha!
okay, so as you can see, Flame ordered it. General Red didn't order anything. Flame ordered the bases of General Green that he had under control to be taken alive, to be burnt to the crisp, to be burned alive and to be destroyed. So if we go back to the previous video, here, what happened? Well, under Flame's command, like I told you was really important. Flame ordered that helicopter be shot down. General Red did was he wasn't alive at that time, but the command was under the Red captain of that took control and ordered that by Flame because Flame told him. So what happened essentially is the Red captain learned what happened, the call that came in, was listening in on it, didn't say nothing, and then executed that order. Well, he executed the order, and all the bases were destroyed. And I'm going to be doing a video on Minnesota Squad Live and showing you all the bases that were destroyed on that order in 2026. But right now, he executed that order. Well, what happened was, you guessed it, because he was on that planet of GTI 6. He ends up 3 planets built into one. On that planet, he executed that order. And when he did, years later, he's like, okay, now, because Flame told him, if you listen, die trying, or don't at all. What's going on is he's vertically telling them that the men that are there on the entire base to take out everything. Well, years later, when the helicopter landed or was coming in, it was already planned that Isaac Commander and General Green never even knew about to be shot down. It was already in play. It was already part of the plan, as you would say.
Son of a bitch. Squad, I don't know what's going on, to be honest, but that didn't sound very good. Especially if he's got bases like that, there's no fucking telling what he's gonna be doing next. Units, just kill these fuckers. Damn it.
Stay alert.
So the copy, command.
Stay alert. Is that all you got?
Okay, so that takes care of that part. It also goes back to one other part that if you listen very frequently, you can you'll hear it in episode 4. Right here. See, I built myself an actual thing here, as you guys can see. So this ship actually so everybody's coming down there now.
On it.
This guy's gonna go this way. And oh, look at it, we also got mechs too. Completely forgot about that.
You bet.
And we're getting to voice acting in a second here. I want to make sure we can actually listen. See if you guys can hear anything.
Here's me.
Good. You definitely listen. Good. Just want to make sure. Okay, time for some voice acting. And 3, 2, 1, and
I'm all over it. On it. You got it, boss.
listen very closely.
You bet.
Hold on a second. I've got my, for some reason I have control. Okay, control to that. Okay. Yeah.
You got it, boss.
Go to my guy here really quick, and we'll start the show. Okay.
You got it, boss.
And let's go. What exactly happened here? I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. Inspectors say that they've got forces all around here, especially General Red's forces, sir. General. Red, blue. Where's the captain? I'm not sure. Now, speculation was also to believe in this mission. Now, just so you guys know, that's not Isaac Commander at all. That's just a guy in a suit. The voiceover is done by General Red to voice him that way. Because, why? There's another thing going on that was behind all this. Don't ask me why, but the reason Isaac Commander was already captured a long time ago. So what ended up happening was they sent a voiceover in to make it look like Isaac Commander was actually there. In a way, if they ever found out that that wasn't Isaac Commander because of the voice, then it would be bad. He would have got arrested on the spot or killed. Must have taken him before I got here. How long until the transport arrived? About 25 hours ago. I was here, waiting. Then everybody showed up finally. They've got forces all around here. We need to take them out, Commander. It's gonna be the only way. I'm aware of that. I'll take them out and kill them all. We need to find out what's behind that base wall. Find out why it's been so defended. What exactly seems to be going on here? They've got numbers like crazy. Some of our forces try to attack them, and guess what? They haven't come back since. What? Bingo. So, here we go. As he's talking, he said some of the forces tried to attack them, but they haven't come back since. That he's not talking about General Red's people. He's talking about something different. What exactly do you think is going on, General? Not sure, Commander. We heard screams and yelling. After that, gunfire, and after that, nothing else. Screams and yelling. That doesn't sound good. What could General Red be up to? Except it wasn't General Red's forces. See, on this planet, there's some type of other enemy. Well, Commander Intel created this enemy. And we'll get into that a lot sooner than what you expect. Well, he created this enemy to be a parasite. The parasite grew to be something stronger, and before you know it, started affecting units. General Red's units were infected, and General Green's units were infected, and the Captain Blue units were infected by a virus. We thought maybe the enemy would be coming toward us, but they haven't budged. Not sure what's going on. It could be some type of swamp. You mean you think there's a swamp in the valleys? Pinpointing the location, sir, we're not exactly sure. These type of things tend to take time. Most importantly, we've been all kinds of things here, but we haven't heard anything for almost going on an hour. We haven't heard bodies, bombs, machine gun fire, nothing. It seems like after a couple hours it just stopped. The funny thing is, my men hasn't even reverted back or done anything for that matter. They've been pretty much holding position. It's just kind of weird. You hear gunfire and shooting, and then you hear nothing. We think something's wrong. Really wrong. We want to explore it, but we've been waiting for you to get here. I'm just a vice general. I'm not the main loot. The real General Blue is behind base and back at base. He sent me out here to certify and pretty much observe what's going on. Captain, can you tell me what you man seen? Okay, so notice how he says General Blue. The base line here is he said General Blue. He's just a vice general. But General Blue was the main operation that set all this up. Again, if General Blue found out there was an imposter of ISIS commander, they would have been killed or arrested, like I said. But we now know that General Blue was the one that sent the tanks here, the operation here, everything was sent here on that planet. But why?
Of course I can, sir. All of our man has been going in there and nothing, not even a peep. I sent some of my men about an hour ago, and like the general said, I only heard screams, gunfire, and after that yelling and screaming, and then after that, it was over. I haven't heard anything in an hour, sir.
He's right. Nothing. Nothing of the politics. Nothing. It seems like that's completely different. This is completely different even now, but if all your men or if your entire type of men have been hearing nothing, then we need to find out what's really going on. I'll attack and destroy the bases and find out what's really going on behind those enemy lines. For all we know, it could be a trap. That's why we should spring the trap, sir. That's the only reason. I agree. It's the only way. We'll get to it. Alright.
Men, get ready. We're going in.
Sir, yes, sir!
Well, so that was a little. We now know the operation was done by General Green. General Green set the entire operation on the house along with General Green itself, and General Blue was also had a big part of it. We now know that. So the biggest thing that hits it is we now know that it was an operation. We now know it was an operation that was sent here. So the helicopter was sent here by General Blue, but ISIS Commander was on board. That's what doesn't make any sense. How did ISIS Commander get abducted or captured after the first mission, and then he had to find his last known location? Okay, here's where things get very. This is why I said, what the hell is going on here? Remember when I said there's nothing here, nothing to be found? Well, that's not entirely true. So, what was supposed to be there is when you, as my Agent Michael, went there and said there's nothing there, there was something there. If you take nothing there and put there nothing, there's nothing there. There is nothing there. You put is as you push those things align a little bit, and is there nothing there or nothing is there? Or you put nothing there is. Or is there nothing there? If you switch those around, you'll spell is there nothing there, as I'll show you right here. Command, this is okay. See, it says there's nothing here. So, if you read this riddle correctly, it says here, here's nothing. No, this riddle is so weird. It's here, there, here, there's, here, nothing there. Here, there's nothing. So so there's nothing here, it spells here, there's here, there's nothing. So you will put here, there's nothing. And so nothing's here. If we put that back when here's there's nothing is actually a code word. What's the code word? I'm about to show you. So if we go back to the area, we know that we have abbreviation of there's nothing. We know there's nothing here. Oh, I spelled that wrong. I spelled nothing. Hold on a minute. Give me a second. There's nothing here. Don't have to have abbreviation for this, but whatever. There's nothing here. Well, we abbreviation saying here, there's nothing. Here, there's nothing. It's a code for abbreviation for something. I'll be right back. So yeah, there's a code inside of here. Here, there's nothing. There's nothing here. Here, there's nothing. So what's actually going on is we know, but we've also seen this. And what does this mean when we say here, there's nothing? And then we picked up find my men. So if we put this together, it should, when you put everything together, it should say something like this. Find, told you there's Easter egg in here. Find my men agent. I spelled agent wrong. Hold on a minute. Agent.
An agent is a person or thing that acts on behalf.
Find my men agent. Perfect. There's no th. There's nothing here. Again, if you breathe restoration, it should say here's nothing. Here, there's. Here, there's nothing. Find my men agent. Here's nothing. But that's not entirely. We would have to do the paralysis of dissecting the message of saying. What did he say? It's a big riddle. And once you get the riddle down, you'll find out what's really going on. Notice how this wasn't in the game at all?
What's up, everybody?
Right,
What's up, everybody? Today,
right here.
help! I'm breaking. If we go right here, help.
That wasn't in the game, but that was in the trailer. Weird, huh? So again, as we type this in here, is a find my men agent period, and then you go deeply into here. No, not here, my bad.
What's up?
Into here. There's nothing here, but if we read this back again, so there's always something. There's the first Easter egg is here. Agent, I need you to find my men at all cost and take out their base. Take out base along the way. It should say take out the base along, but it says just take out base along the way. He doesn't specify what base. It says take out base along the way. So it doesn't specify anything. It's just there, But there's an Easter egg. If you can find it, see the periods? See the period here? This is Agent 1. Agent 1. So what should be said, if we break this down, is find my men 1. I found one of the men. Commander, I found one of the men. So we break this down. Find my men, Agent 1. If we put this in context, it'll say exactly what I think it's going to say. Find my men, Agent 1. But look, it says this is Agent Command. Now it says Agent. The agent says Command 1. Found one of your men. He dead. He's dead. I would have said he dead. I'm supposed to say he's dead. So find my men, Agent 1. But he's dead. And if you write here, and you write 2 or RO, when you have the girl's name, Tora, find my man, Agent 1, command, but he's dead, Tora. There's nothing here. There you go. Now I told you, when I told you there's Easter eggs in it, there's actually Easter eggs. You have to know how to look for this. And how you found Tora was instead of saying 2, he says, it reads out 2, but Tora, or 2R is a girl's name. She says there's nothing here. Then you put the rest of it together. And there's nothing here. Nothing here, Commander. Or Nothing here. Nothing here. Hey, well, hold a minute. Let me. Nothing here, agent. It's no nothing. So if we read all the Easter eggs, it says find my men, agent, with the period. There we go. Agent 1, but he's dead. Torah, there's nothing here. Agent, nothing. Agent, I'm gonna read that again. Find my men, agent. Agent 1, command, but he's dead. Torah, there's nothing here. Agent. It's just really, it's nothing personal, but you got to die. I spelled personal wrong too. Personal. I spelled personal wrong. I'm such an idiot. I know I did. There. I'm gonna keep the rest of the stuff I don't care about. It can be read out once, so that's how I know that's how I spell it. So yeah. Personal is spelled that way though. But you can spell it either way, it works. But it says find my men, agent. Commander Agent 1, but he's dead. Torah, there's nothing here. Agent, it's nothing personal, but you got to die. So there you go. So what ended up happening? Who died? Well, you just found out right there in all the Easter egg. Is one, first of all, find my agent. Find my men agent is a metaphor for this blank. Now, what's this blank for? What's this 1, 2, 3? What's this word for? I'm about to tell you. If we uncover it, it spells this. Help me, someone. Someone. Help me, someone. So that's what happens when you cover. So if it says, find my men, Agent 1, help me. Someone, I need your help. Agent 1, command. But he's dead, Torah. There's nothing here, Agent. It's nothing personal, but you got to die. So there's all the Easter eggs, and this is how you put it into a big sentence. Everything that you find, you put into a sentence, and you read it that way. And here's your period, your first period. So what happened with everything that she was doing? Who wrote this? Well, we now know that the Easter egg is here, but where do you find this Easter egg at? That's what I'm saying. In 2026, I'm going to add something very, very special to this message. That when it says there's nothing here, I'm going to add something special to it. And it's going to be very special, actually. Very different, too. But yeah, that is exactly how you do that. And it's very, very different. So now we know the riddle. What does all this mean? Well, we know who she was. Her name is Torah. Or Torah. So that being said, that brings it to the clue of, wouldn't that make sense if Clara was there too? or are they the same person? Well, Kara and Tara are actually the same people. The first name is Kara, the second name is Tora. And how you do that is if you go to the video, it'll tell you right here. What's up, everybody? Page 2. He's crying out for help. But what type of door, though? Okay, man, it doesn't help. I cried on. So she's definitely in pain. So we now know if we put this all together, this is page 1. Okay. We now know this is page 1 of what's going on. Page 2 is this one, and we know Tara, page 1 is done. Page 2 is this one over here. And there's 4 pages that you have to find Kara. Once done, you get the reward. You'll find out the entire story, which is something I think I should have specified on before, but I didn't. But what if I told you I found out where page 3 is? It's right here. Notice how she's still writing in red, like she's still bleeding. Okay, so this is page 3. It says, I was only trying to... What does it say right here? I was only trying to do my job. Find me. So, it's very interesting to see what's really going on here. You know? So, Kara and Tora are the same people. Excuse me, sorry. Are the same people. But, Kara is the first name. Tara is the middle name, but she must have a last name too. But this is where it gets so tricky. Find me, right? So we have all 3 pages. The first page, we put all these pages together. It says, find my men, agent. Help me, someone. I need your help. Agent 1, command, but he's dead. Tora, there's nothing here. Agent, it's nothing personal, but you got to die. Now, when we first seen this, the speculation was it was going to be over at the other place, the inside there when but again, there was nothing specified. There wasn't a command name, it wasn't nothing. It was just, you got to die. What ended up happening, however, was what actually did happen. And what's happening is the converse of the situation is actually page 4. That's right. You guys don't even know about it, but it's actually right in front of you. It's page 1, but page 4 is right in front of you. And the first page was right here. The second page was I only wanted to do my job is the third page. The second page is right here. They have broken down the door. I have this more in detail. Let me find the actual video that I have for the area. Right here. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Today. So, page 2, as it said before, says they have broken down the door. Help. I cried out, but no one was there to help me. I tried to kill them off. Message ends. Which means she was bleeding out. Then she was trying, and the message ends. But again, who's breaking down the door? It doesn't say it's General Red. It doesn't say it's a human. It says they have broken down the door. Help! I cried, but no one was there to help me. I tried to kill them off. Message ends. Which is page 2, and page 3 is. It carries on here saying, I only wanted to do my job, find me. And then she dies. Completely. But where is she? You have to find. Well, now you know all of the messages, there's still one page missing. Because you have to put 2 and 2 together. If we know, no matter what, that this right here, the abbreviation is right here, and this is what it bleeds out to, then we also know that she's got to be near somewhere, right? Wrong. What if I told you she was never on that planet? She was taken and abducted and put somewhere else. So what happened? If she was never on that planet, right? Then what happened? This is where things get really interesting really fast. So when the helicopter came in and crash landed, she got teleported. But she's a journalist, and also she's an agent, but also a journalist too. She was writing stuff. And in that time period, she was in the helicopter, and one of the pages that she had flew out of the window and landed on the ground. All right. Well, then, when that happened, and before the helicopter got destroyed and crashed, what ended up happening was she got teleported somewhere. Instantly teleported somewhere. Well, when she got teleported to another planet, which, as I told you, 3 planets built into one, there is 3 planets built into one. She is on the second area she's on the big, okay. What I meant to say was, yes, she's on the planets, but she's on one of the planets. She got teleported on the planet to another planet that was on the same planet, because it's 3 planets built into one. 3 planets built into one. So the other planet that she got transferred to was TH Kill. This is where the zombies were, the creatures were, and a lot like the captain was talking about before when he said I had to kill a bunch of aliens and zombies and stuff. Well, she had transferred there. So what ended up happening was the zombies and creatures were breaking down the door, and she got killed by one of them. She was being turned, she was being infected by one of the zombies because they bit her, and she wrote in green because before she could turn, she wrote in green because her hand turned green, and then she wrote in green saying message ends, and then we find out that this is the last thing that she said. So if you put 2 and 2 together, this is actually page 2, and this is page 3, not 2. This is page 3. She messed up by saying page 2. This is page 3, and this is page 2, and this is page 1. Okay, so now you guys know, and you're probably thinking to yourselves, well, that's a lot like a drink. So what's actually happening, guys, is page 1, page 2, page 3. But where is she? Where is she at? Where's she located? Well, we know she's now located at THKill planet. Why they call it that? Because it's filled with the abominations and creatures and zombies. That takes us back to where the second place of where it is. Isaac Commander, I can't tell you because I want it so juicy. I want to tell you where he is so badly. I can't tell you until 2026, but what I can tell you is when you do find him, let's just say he's been in prison for a long time. And when you do find him, it's going to be interesting. Like, very, very interesting. Like, crazy interesting. But I can tell you the mods that it's going to be coming up with. The mods is going to be a zombie mod. Okay? I can tell you that much. It's a zombie mod. I'm not sure if I'm doing a war, coat of arms, or gates of hell. I'm not sure yet what I want to do. I haven't decided. But I can tell you this. It's very, very juicy. Like, really, really juicy. Alright, so now you know that. And you know that. And you know that. And then you're gonna, and you know this. And everything. Now you know the story. The full story of where she came from. And what happened. So because it wasn't specified, that order, it was never ordered to begin with. There was something more that happened here before they started firing on him. And I can tell you one thing. He ain't human. Agent Michael is not human. So yeah, there's a reason they started firing on him. They seen something inside of him that wasn't quite right. Wasn't quite right, yo. But yeah, it wasn't quite right, and he started turning. So that's why they started firing on him. I can't tell you if speculation, you guys. I'm just gonna leave you guys to speculate if it was a zombie, if it was a creature, if it was a different type of enemy. I'm gonna leave you guys to. I'm gonna leave that up to you to see what you guys want to do on that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into how to make a command post and have the enemy